Another Cowboy trip to Texas, another success. I'm Barry Tramel, Gina Mizell, OSU beat writers alongside. We're here at Royal Memorial Stadium. We're on Saturday. The Cowboys, ranked 6th in the country, beat Texas 38-26. Cowboys weren't perfect, didn't play a pristine game, but they came away with a victory.
Absolutely, and this is a tough place to play for any team that comes down to Austin 2 years in a row. This is the first time a team has come to Texas and won in back-to-back years since 1910 and 1911 when OU did it. So, yes, Texas is down. Yes, OSU didn't play its best game, but they came down here and got a win when they should have, but still a big, big win for this team.
Cowboys got a lot of help from some guys who aren't necessarily stars. Brandon Whedon and Justin Blackman had a great connection on one drive, but otherwise, guys like Jeremy Smith and Josh Cooper and Jamie Blatnick, a lot of guys contributed who are sometimes out of the spotlight.
Yeah, and I think Mike Gundy talked about that after the game, that this really shows the depth of this team that's been building for the past 4 or 5 years, where Brandon Whedon doesn't have to play his best game. Justin Blackman doesn't have to have 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. Guys like Jeremy Smith can come in and pull off a couple of really big touchdown runs. This deep wide receiving core can play well. And the defense stepped up as well, too, with a couple big plays there in the fourth quarter. So you combine all of that, and that's why OSU is where they are as a program, and that's why Texas is where it is as a program right now.
Well, this OSU defense gives up only 17 points. Texas gets a safety and a kickoff return for a touchdown. 17 Longhorn points. One of the touchdowns came on a 15-yard touchdown drive. So you have to say that the OSU defense played pretty well.
Yeah, and it made the big plays, like I mentioned, in the fourth quarter where Texas was looking like it was going to score, and they stopped Fozzie Whitaker, got him on his knee here at the half-yard line. Yes, OSU then had the safety afterwards, but then Daytwan Lowe forced a big fumble with about 5 minutes left in the game, and that really sealed the victory for OSU. So the stats aren't great for this defense. They're middle of the road, even in the bottom third of the nation in yards given up, but they've made the big play. Usually it's by turning the ball over or forcing turnovers, but today they made a big stop on the goal line, and they did force a turnover. So a good performance by his defense, and I think gives this team confidence going forward that they can win some games for them.
Second victory over a top 25 team on the road this year for Oklahoma State. Cowboys still in that hunt for the BCS championship game. The BCS first rankings come out on Sunday. Oklahoma State expected to be number 4. This was a great victory to keep OSU on that road to what they hope is a showdown in Bedlam.
Absolutely, and Mike Gundy talked about in his post-game that he's with everyone else, that he thinks that LSU, Alabama, and Oklahoma should be 1, 2, 3. You can they're a little bit interchangeable at this point as who's number 1, who's number 3, and then he feels like there's maybe 5 or 6 teams that'll be in the mix still at the end, and he knows his team is one of those squads, and LSU and Alabama have to play each other, OU and OSU have to play each other, and I mean, it looks like at this point that the teams that win both of those games have the best shot to go to the national championship game.
A great win for the Cowboys. Like we said, they didn't play well at all times, but they played well enough to win this one in convincing fashion. Stay tuned for further OSU coverage every day in the Oklahoman and here on News OK.